It's one of the deepest estuaries in Europe, with proximity to the world's best wind resources off the Atlantic. The Shannon Task Force team has set out a plan to harvest that wind to provide us with a vast quantity of green energy up to 2050, securing our own power needs and exporting to Europe. It was launched at Ardnacrusha, the location of the state's biggest power project of the last century. The task force says now is the time for a sustainable green future using natural resources off our west coast.
We see the Shannon Estuary as the green front door of Europe now, right? There's an infinite amount of wind energy in the Atlantic. So we want to harvest that energy. We'll export some of that, surely, but we also want to bring as much of that onshore. So what we see now is the Shannon Estuary feeding an Atlantic green digital corridor from Cork to Donegal, where we can now attract and build new industries that will use this green power.
But it will take major investment in our port and transport infrastructure to attract the big players in the offshore wind industry to invest here.
The more effort and the more investment we put into readiness, and that starts with our ports, our roads, our rail, well, then that will attract the investors.
The plan is ambitious and achievable, but also necessary given the climate challenges we're facing.
I think Ireland is the place to be for a number of reasons. The resource is right there. It is recognised. The skills level of the country is amazing. And if there is a place that could embrace it, certainly. And it should not stop only by wind energy alone. It is enabling economic development.
Kathy Halloran, RTE News, Ardnacrusha, County Clare.